Hey, Cinema Peeps! Happy New Year!
2016 is upon us, which means that we are going to be doing our review of our likes and dislikes of all the movies we saw last year.
Quick disclaimer note, these are our personal opinions. We are not professional movie critics. We just really like seeing movies. But yes, let us begin!
Okay, so number one on our movie review list for 2015 is our favorite movies of 2015. My favorite movie of 2015 was Mad Max Fury Road. I definitely touched upon it in a review for our summer movie review, so if you want to kind of get a more in-depth, I guess, look of the review I did, you can watch it there. I think George Miller really hit the nail on the head for reboots this year. I really enjoyed his the most out of all the reboots that came out this year. Very colorful, very thrilling. It was just a movie I saw again and again and again and again and again and couldn't stop. Definitely a good adrenaline rush movie if you like fast cars and lots of explosions.
And for us who don't like fast cars and explosions, just kidding, I don't mind them. I did see quite a few movies that I enjoyed, but honestly the one that still sticks on my mind today is still Inside Out. It was just super creative, it was funny, and in true Pixar style would make you cry every 5 seconds about things you didn't think you'd be able to cry about. Next up is our least favorite movies. A couple of my least favorite movies this year was Ant-Man and Avengers 2. Again, we touched upon these movies in great detail in our summer reviews movies, so I'm not going to talk about them that much. Please check out the links. Another two movies that I didn't think were very good were Insurgent and Mr. Holmes. Insurgent is obviously part of that Divergent series. I think just my biggest problem with it is as an outsider who has not read the books, I just could not get into the film. In these situations, it's always challenging to be able to appeal to the masses but still be true to the people who read the books. I just think it didn't do a good job on either level. From what I heard, it just doesn't follow the books very well. My other movie was Mr. Holmes. It was a strange movie that kind of just came out in September that starred Ian McKellen, so I was kind of looking forward to it because he's a very good actor. But I just walked away from the movie feeling very indifferent. I didn't like it, but I also didn't love it. So to me, didn't do a very good job if I can't make an opinion about it.
My least favorite movies of 2015, I had three of them. They were The Visit, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, mouthful to say, and Mission Impossible 5. The Visit, everybody's just kind of in one direction about a lot of the M. Night Shyamalan films that have been out lately. The concept of it was kind of intriguing, you know. Not many people would want to go visit their grandparents after seeing that. But I found the movie a little more hilarious than I did scary, I guess. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I think a lot of people really were on the fence about the Part 2. A lot of people really didn't like the last book of the Hunger Games. I'm currently still reading it right now, so I'm thinking maybe that's why I didn't like it as much, because I didn't really understand a lot of what was going on. It definitely wasn't my favorite film of the franchise. Mission Impossible 5. I don't know, I think they could stop. This one just wasn't really that great. It just was kind of very dull, I guess, is the best way I can put it. Number 3 on our list is the most weird or most surprising movie that we saw this year. My two were It Follows and The Gift. The Gift was a really good thriller horror movie, I guess. It's not so much like a slasher horror movie as it is like suspenseful and lots of twists and stuff in it. I had no expectations going into it and came out with like my mind blown. Like I had to sit and think about that movie for a little bit after I saw it. And It Follows was a independent horror movie that came out not too long ago that nobody really knew about until it kind of became a little more popular, I guess. Saw it the first time, wasn't too sure, and then I saw it again, and it was different for a horror movie. Weird concept, that's for sure.
Alright, me and Kendra can't decide if this one was released in 2014 or 15, but we're gonna say we don't care. Kingsman. All the trailers, I understood it was a spy movie, but when I saw it, it was more than a spy movie. It was funny. I've already lost the words. I don't even know how to describe this movie. All I can say is fireworks. Another movie that just blew my expectations out of the water is Goosebumps. Let's just make a note here. I hate scary movies, so Goosebumps for me as a kid was not my thing. I hated the cartoon. I hated everything about Goosebumps. I went and saw the movie, loved it. It wasn't scary, creepy maybe, but it was so enjoyable. I had so much fun watching it. Next up is our fave director for this year. I chose Guy Ritchie for The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Again, Man from U.N.C.L.E. is a spy movie. If you're noticing a pattern here, I'm not surprised. I've just always been into spy movies, and I did like Guy Ritchie's take on Sherlock Holmes and Snitch, or Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels movies, so I was looking forward to this one. Basically on the director, because I knew very little about this movie. And I gotta say, the movie's got style. And I think the biggest thing I liked about his movie is I just loved his characters.
My favorite director of 2015 was Guillermo del Toro. I didn't really start to get into him and his films very much until this past year. I saw The Book of Life, which was amazing for an animated film. And then Crimson Peak came out this year, which was also a really good gothic romance. It had a really cool storyline, and it was shot beautifully. It's definitely, I think, this year the movie that is the definition of cinematic. Also, I will mention J.J. Abrams for favorite director this year, obviously because of Star Wars. He really captured the essence of it, and I really enjoyed seeing it just as much as I did seeing the original movies for the first time as a kid. Number 5 on our review for this year is our favorite actor/actress of 2015. Okay, so my favorite actor for 2015 was Colin Firth. As Kaylee mentioned before in her movies that she was most surprised at, The Kingsman definitely was one that I was most surprised at when I went and saw it. Didn't have any expectations going into it, and wow, that's another one that blew me away. And Colin Firth, I did not know he had such badassitude in him. Wow. I didn't have a favorite actress this year.
But I did. Yeah, because I couldn't think of a favorite actor, but I thought of a favorite actress. So we just complimented each other perfectly. My favorite actress, I might be cheating on this one, but I don't care. I picked Amy Poehler for her voice in Inside Out as Joy. I thought she did a phenomenal job. She really embodied what I think Joy would be if it were a person. And she did it so well that I didn't even realize it was her voicing the character. And honestly, I give huge props for actors and actresses who can do that. Next on our list is our favorite TV shows of this year. My picks are the same. Flash and Arrow still blow me out of the water, and they pretty much set the bar for what a superhero TV show should be. Right now, DC is just ruling the TV zone, which I am loving. I do want to touch upon a show. It hasn't technically come out yet. It'll be a week this Thursday that DC Legends comes out, which is a crossover from characters from Flash and Arrow and a couple more new ones, hopefully. I like this idea a lot because I am a DC fan, but I also don't know every single character in the roster. So honestly, Flash and Arrow have helped me introduce and learn about more characters in the universe, and I feel DC Legends will do just the same.
So I didn't really have too much time to sit down and watch some of the newer series that were on this past year. The two, though, that I will touch upon are The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which was a comedy show that was created by Tina Fey, and I thought it was actually quite hilarious. If you like that type of silly humor, it's definitely a good show to watch. The other one I'm going to touch upon is the Fear the Walking Dead. From watching the Fear the Walking Dead, I thought it was neat because it was a different experience completely from the actual original show. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they cross over between the LA and Georgia. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah. Last but not least on our review of 2015 is the movies that we're looking forward to in 2016. I'm looking forward to The Revenant. It just came out just recently. Deadpool, obviously, the big superhero movie that's coming out. Conjuring 2. So I'm super excited for the second one. Also, the new Star Trek movie coming out. Suicide Squad, another really good one to look forward to. Hail Caesar, also. It's the new Coen Brothers film that's coming out. And then last but not least is The Strangers 2. Alright, my favorite movies I'm looking forward to this year. I'm going to try to bullet through because there's quite a few. In terms of superhero movies, I'm excited for X-Men Apocalypse, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Captain America Civil War. I'm also kind of looking forward to Doctor Strange, only because Benedict Cumberbatch is playing the role, and I know he does a fantastic job in everything he's in. In terms of animated movies, I'm looking forward to The Secret World of Pets, Finding Dory, and Zootopia. Another one is Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them, mostly because I'm excited for another Harry Potter movie. Being in that universe again is going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's all our choices, picks, likes, dislikes of 2015. If there's some we missed, we apologize. What movies did you guys like this year or didn't like this year? Which movies surprised you? Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear your feedback. But that's it from us for now. We're going to be hard at work in some more projects, so stay tuned for all that. And have a great Friday, guys.
Bye! And
Bye,
swoop in.
Peeps.
If you haven't noticed already, all of Kendra's movies are horror-based and mine are all hero-oriented.
So basically, you're the hero and I'm the villain.
Basically.